I want y'all to pay attention to what she says in this video. Then I'm going to come back and get my thoughts on it. Because I just want y'all to notice the contradictiveness and the one-sidedness. I know that's not a word, but still, the one-sidedness that she is talking. Then I'm going to come back.
This is a message that God wants me to deliver to the passport bros. All of you men will go down just like Adam did, following behind Eve versus God. Okay? All of you. He said he has you guys lined up, passports in hand, thoughts of doing it in head. Okay? Because you guys are not strong enough to do God's will, okay? And to guide others to do God's will, okay? The only thing you're thinking about is what the woman wants, what the woman says versus what God needs you to do, okay? So instead of you looking at the black woman in America as if she's lesser than, just know that God has us ready for leadership. The same leadership that you were supposed to do. But you chose to catch the Eve syndrome and listen to Eve versus God. Okay? Those are the weak ones. The very weak ones. All right? And you are not attractive to the strong black female because God is doing something magnificent to keep us in charge with him. Okay? Versus man. All right? Because you wasn't able to be that leader. All right? You wasn't strong enough to be that king. You stayed out here whoring and slutting around, going to different countries looking for your Eve versus seeking the Lord. So therefore, God has took away your crown. All right?
Now, see, now that y'all noticed this, I want y'all to see how she said God is going to punish a man for trying to go find a wife, which that's what's in the Bible. A man is supposed to find a wife. She is basically upset that men are looking for a wife that is not her. But notice she didn't say nothing about God is going to punish the women for their behavior, them being over-sexualized, having kids out of wedlock. She didn't mention none of that. Then she said God is going to punish the man for slutting and whoring it up towards the end of her video, right? But she didn't say that God was going to punish the women for slutting and whoring it up. See, notice the contradictiveness, you know what I'm saying, and the one-sidedness that she is talking. See, she don't mention how God can punish the women for the stuff that they're doing. But the men is going to get punished for just going to go look for a wife. She's talking about the passport bros, and we all know about the passport bros. But my main focus is how she's only talking about how God is going to punish a man just for going to another country, because that's what the passport bros are, to find a wife. Have y'all noticed that? I mean, pay attention to what she was saying. Rewind it back. Pay attention to what she was saying. God is going to punish the man for go looking for a wife. Because that's what basically what he is doing. That's basically what the man is doing. Looking for a wife that he's compatible with, that he's suitable with. You know what I'm saying? That's basically what she is trying to say, long story short. But all the extras that she added in there, she didn't add that God is going to punish the woman for all of her behavior and stuff. Oh, she didn't add in there that God is going to punish the woman for her slutting and whoring it up, just for the man if he's slutting and whoring it up. See, you notice that crap, right? You see, she didn't say nothing about women should be punished for having kids out of wedlock, for women over-sexualizing themselves. She didn't say, women, this is why these men are leaving, going somewhere else, because of the way we act and talk and blah, blah, blah. No. She want to say it's the man's fault and God's going to punish the man just because the man is doing what God said he should do and find a wife. She just don't like how men have options. See, have you noticed that whenever a man has options, women hate it. Women hate how men have options. I mean, it's no secret. Whenever a man has options that is not her, oh, now we're horrible people. I noticed these things. You know, if a man, why you think they always hate it when a man pick any woman that is not them? Oh, he only doing this because of this or because of that, or he's, you know, they come with all kinds of terms and language to try to insult him if he go and do whatever he feel like is necessary for him to be happy. I mean, I'm trying to watch my words here because of social media, because I really want to get my words out, but I know I have to watch what I say because of social media. But whenever a man decides that he's not going to pick, excuse me, he's not going to pick her for his happiness, women tends to get upset. Now, it says all women, no, and it's sad that I have to say that, because if the shoe don't fit, I mean, if the shoe fit, wears it. If it don't apply, let it fly. I mean, come on now. But have you noticed this, though? I just noticed the contradictiveness in her. I just noticed her being one-sided and not looking at the whole general table of this. And then she want to bring God into this. And then if a man goes to another country and find a wife, how is he following behind a woman like she mentioned with Adam following Eve? Yeah, he followed Eve and not God. If a man going to go find a wife, that's following behind what God said to go do. Find a wife. Come on. She just hated that because men are leaving the country and going somewhere else. She just hated that these men have options. Pay attention now. Pay attention. Rewind it back and listen to what she said. Pay attention. It's the contradictiveness that got me. It's the one-sidedness. I know that ain't a word, but still. It's the one-sidedness that got me. You want to say God is going to punish a man just for go finding a wife? Seriously? But that's what's in the Bible, for a man to find a wife and for a woman to find a husband. But women are now saying they don't want to get married. Men do want to get married. Why do you think they're going to other countries? Because women in other countries are raised up to be wives for the most part. For the most part. I know there's still some that'll mistreat you. But that's why men are going to other countries. Pay attention to what you're saying, lady. Quit looking at it from a scope of that you're just upset that these men ain't picking you. Huh? Yeah, whatever, man. I wanted y'all to see this, because when I was watching this video, she was all over the place talking bad about men going somewhere to go find a wife that is not her, or women like her. God is going to punish you. First of all, Why would God punish us for doing what he told us to do, which is go find a wife? That's what I want to know. That's in the Bible. A man should find a wife and a wife should find a husband. If a man don't like the women that's around him, yes, he has the right to exercise his options. And I noticed that with anything a man do, if he has options and those options don't include the woman that he's with or the one or a certain type of women or whatever the case is, women gets upset that they are not included in what it is that he got going on. I've noticed that. And of course, the women ain't going to admit that, but come on now. We see that all the time. So I want to, my question to this lady, how come you did not mention that God is going to punish these women for slutting and whoring it up, like she said about the men? How come you didn't mention that God is going to punish the women for not being eligible wives or potential eligible wives, is what it should say, to these men so they don't have to go somewhere else? So they don't have to get on a plane and go somewhere else. Please explain that to me. So everything that she mentioned is basically contradictory because women are doing exactly what she just said. The only part I disagree with is a man going somewhere else to go find a wife, because that's in the Bible for a man to find a wife. Men are tired of all the laws and stuff like that in this country, so they're going somewhere else. Men are tired of how the women are acting and don't want to be wife material in this country, so they're going somewhere else. So please explain to me why you didn't mention none of this stuff against the women. That's all I'm saying. Think about it, lady.